Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Edlina Sofia binti Kamarubarin, and today I'm going to present my task, which is question number 1 that needs me to conduct a valuation in order to determine the special property that located at BH Petrol Station, Jalan Tanjung Malim to Slim River. For the introduction, the subject property that I have chosen is a petrol station that located at Jalan Tanjung Malim to Slim River 35900 Mualim Perak. The category of the land use is building land and the land area is 0.6927 hectare, and there are three main buildings in this land, which is BHP petrol station, KFC and utility room. Next, I will explain about the background of the subject property. Firstly, the description of the subject property. The subject of the special property valuation is a freehold interest property. The title particular consists of title number GM372 and the lot number is 4632. The petrol station is located at Mukim Hulu Bernam Timur, district of Mualim and state of Perak Darul Rizwan. Next, neighborhood and surrounding area. The subject property was surrounded by many facilities such as residence, institution, and many more. Neighboring housing scheme located and settlement area in the vicinity include Taman Malin, Taman Slim, Taman Wan Sejaya, and Taman Intan Setia. So it can conclude that the petrol station will be able to attract more customers to their petrol station. Other than that, there are many education facilities such as Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris and Sekolah Kebangsaan Tanjung Malim. Next, the public utility. Electricity, water and telephone, which is public utility, are available in the vicinity and connected to the subject property. In addition, refuse disposal in the area is managed by Majlis Daerah Mualim. The public transportation facility in the form of taxi and bus are also available among the vicinity. Lastly, the title particular. I have attached some information of the title particular of the subject property in this slide. Next, I will explain about the valuation process. Firstly, pre-inspection. Pre-inspection or before inspection is the preparation that has been done by the valuer before the inspection and investigation to break the subject property. Firstly, the valuer need to receive instruction, open file and appointment of the valuer for inspection. Next, the valuer needs to identify the location plan and any related document or form of the subject property. Third, find comparable data and determine the method of the valuation. The method of valuation of the subject property is cost method. Fourth, file arrangement procedure. Fifth, prepare inspection tools such as laser, stationery, and camera. Lastly, checklist, review data collected and arrangement for the inspection. Next, the valuation process during inspection. There are three steps. The first step is inspect the subject property and the land details. It needs to identify the exact location of the subject property as accordance to the valuation instruction and the data collected previously before inspection carried out. Second, sketch the floor plan and jot down the measurement. Ensure that all the measurement is being rechecked by using laser and jot down in the copy of the floor plan if there is any change in the measurement. Lastly, check the surrounding and neighborhood. Information and data for the surrounding to be collected are the utilities such as the electricity, telephone line, water supply, public transport and others. Lastly, the valuation process is post-inspection. There are four steps in post-inspection. The first one is classification of the data collected. As example of data collected are location plan, site plan, and building plan. The second step is determination of the market value. There are two methods of valuation used in arriving the market value of BH petrol station Tanjung Malim, which are comparison method and cost method. The valuer gives opinion that the market value of the property subject to the title which is being good, marketable and registerable and free from any encumbrance is at 8,300,000 ringgit Malaysia. There is preparation of the valuation report. The valuer need to prepare the all detail of the subject property. Lastly, complete the final valuation report. Finally, the valuer should print the final version of the valuation report and do rechecking all over the valuation report to avoid any mistake. So this is the evidence of value. It consists of three comparisons, which is comparison 1 located at Jalan Tol Intan to Bido, comparison 2 located at Bido, and comparison 3 located at Sungai. The evidence of value is arrived by using comparison method. After make some adjustment factor of time, location, tenure, and size of land, the adjusted land per square meter that I get for comparison 1 is 550, for the comparison 2 also 550, and the comparison 3 is 500. The sources of the evidence of value is from Valuation and Property Service Department. Next, for the opinion of value. Opinion of value is arrived by using cost method. After make some valuation and less depreciation, and after make a justification, the market value that I get for the petrol station is 8,300,000 ringgit Malaysia. Next, I will explain about the challenge of valuation. The first challenge is lack of comparison. This is where the evidence of comparison is the important things to make a valuation progress. Hence, there are only a few comparisons which at the same time the data gain is limited. Next, the travel distance. The valuation process requires the valuer to travel to the location of the subject property in order to identify the subject property and its surrounding area. In addition, the subject property that need to value is a bit far from the office. Next, lack of information from clients. The client give the information such as document of title that are private and confidential. So it is hard to get an accurate information from the client to value the subject property is actually a big challenge to valuer. Then the challenge of valuation is information gained from the inspection. During the valuation process, in order to determine the value of the subject property, the valuer needs to get several information such as appearance, land area, edge of the building, and floor area. Hence, every information received from the inspection is very essential. So the valuer need to inspect the property properly to get accurate information. Lastly, the challenge is the time constraint. The valuer need to find a right time to collect the information of the subject property while doing some work at the office. In some cases, the valuer need to change the schedule of their inspection as the client did not available for the viewing of the subject. In conclusion, it could be said that the valuation for special property like petrol station is different from other property as it early leased in Asia. However, it was found that most of the owner occupied the subject property under management agreement. This is where the petrol station is run as a business and it needs to respond quickly to competitive challenge. Overall, based on the observation during the inspection, it can be concluded that the valuation for petrol station must be classified as a special property. So that's all from me. Thank you.